So recently I sat down with this individual who has been receiving a lot of flack in the media and also by the public and also by his other fellow politicians. He's a new politician. He ran for the first time in this year's, early in the year, in the May 9th elections under a new party. He won. Then he was appointed the education minister. He's been going through this kind of like a baptism of fire as a new politician, as a new cabinet minister. I kind of like him. I like his ideals. I've known him for a while. He's a decent human being. But yeah, he's been having a tough time. And he's been forced to play the game of politics. And I don't think he necessarily wants to. I sat down and had a chit chat with Dr. Maszlee Malik. One thing that I've always wanted to know, and I think maybe because I want to know, I want to go and extrapolate and think that all Malaysians want to know also lah. Okay.
So you are representing all Malaysians.
Kononnya lah, kononnya. Actually, how did you become minister again?
Takdir Tuhan.
Takdir Tuhan. No, I've known you for all your books. You've written all these books.
Terrorism.
Terrorism, and counter-terrorism and things like that, and your ideas about Islamic beliefs and practices and lifestyle, right?
The moderate one.
Yes, definitely the moderate one, because there's not that many. There's not that many, right? And it was a refreshing thing for me to read. Right?
I'm not the only one, I hope.
I don't think so. Let's hope not. Let's hope not. But it was always a refreshing thing to hear it from you, right? And I know you've been commenting a lot before this on politics also, because you're big on Islamic governance and all that, right?
Once.
Yeah, once. and then new elections. You ran for this new party. Boom, you got elected. And then boom, he's the new education minister. How did that come about?
Well, to be honest, I have no explanation for that. I mean, if people ask me, how did I reach this position, this stage, the only answer I could give is, God destined it, But definitely it's for purposes. It's not only that. I mean, the most important thing is, I know it has certain purpose and it comes with responsibility. And, as Muslim, I strongly believe maybe God has shown me the means for me to get closer to Him, or for me to find my path to heaven.
Right.
Yeah. So by saving the nation, by building the nation, and giving the best to the people, and trying to bring the best education system for the people, and trying to enable all citizens to give their best to the nation through our educational system. I believe that is my path to God.
And
it sounds very evangelical, sorry.
Very evangelical. So is this meaning to say that when the Prime Minister set up his cabinet, he saw this divine intervention?
I still remember. One thing people never asked me was, people did ask me. Malaysia Kini did interviews, series of it was once or twice interviews or interview with me before I ran for the election. So when I first joined Parti Pribumi Bersatu, now known as Bersatu, Malaysia Kini, through their reporter Norman Goh.
Norman Goh, yes.
Our mutual friend. Anyway, so he along with Jimadi, if I'm mistaken, and another friend, couldn't recall his name, they did ask me why did I join politics. And I mean, because initially or previously I always talk about politics, but within the parameter what I call as citizen politics, because I believe to participate in politics is part of a civilized human nature. What more, I've written in many of my books that Muslims should be a born politician, but that does not mean they should join political parties. I mean, they should participate in decision making, policy making, or not. it was always my position. But I think the previous election, where we have seen Malaysia was at the crossroad. It's either do or die, now or never. So I want to be part of that history making, to bring change to the nation, to bring Malaysia to a better Malaysia, and to give Malaysian a better hope. So I've decided it's worth it, that I should do something, but then I have no idea whether to join politics or not.
Right.
And then I was invited by Bersatu through one of our friends and one of the Bersatu strategists, Rais Hussein, Dato' Rais Hussein. He invited
Who also brought in Wan Saiful, right?
Yeah, he brought Wan Saiful first.
Okay.
And then Wan Saiful came to me and said that he joined Bersatu and whatnot. And then Rais Hussein said, okay, why don't we meet up? So I met up over a plate of bihun goreng and chiku and also teh tarik.
You remember that?
Vividly.
Okay.
So he said that, brother, you should contribute to the nation. Yeah, he said you should be part of this change. You should be part of this history. I said, what I should do? Kata, join Parti Bersatu and Alice joined the election. So he said, I was offered by few other parties, but it did not intrigue me.
Okay.
But this one is very intriguing. You know why? Because when I joined Bersatu, nobody thought that I will join this party. It's a Malay-based party, and I never been seen as somebody who is, Malay-ish. You know what I mean?
No, from your writings, I also felt that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Just like Zan Azlee joining Bersatu, you couldn't imagine that. No, but that was the case. But one thing, when I went back home, discussed with my wife, I thought that if we thought that Malays are the one who need to be reformed in order to bring change in this country, it is worth for me to join a Malay-based party. At least if I could change the Malays, that would change Malaysia.
Right, right, okay.
And to be honest with you, this does not sound racist, but all Malay leaders, be them in UMNO, now in Bersatu, and also in PAS, whatnot, they're talking about, okay, Malays have their problem, their attitude problem, this and that, and we need to change the attitude. Malays need help, this and that. So I was thinking, at least if I want to contribute to the nation, I should start with the Malays. Right. Because at least I have 50% of my DNA
to help that.
Yes. So I joined politics, and then initially I did not decide to join the election. And then they said, by no means you can make a change without joining the election. So they they pushed me to join the election. I won. So after winning the election, the only thing in my mind is to solve the domestic or local problem in my constituency, Semparangam, which is water problem, dumping problem, and also poverty. It occupied in my mind, and I never prayed for anybody. Not in my prayers. I will start my prayer by praying others. Normally I will pray for myself and my family. Obviously, everybody do that.
That's true, yeah.
After winning the election, the first thing, my first prayer, my first salat after winning the election, when I started dua, I started my prayer. I said, God, please help Semparangam. Please help me to solve the problem in Semparangam. I don't know how to deal with it, but please give me a way to solve the problem. And after a few weeks, I think when one of those early evening, I brought my mom to the clinic. I came back with her. And then my children shouted at me, said, "Hey Dad, you are the new Minister of Education." I said, "It can't be." Because the other day it was the Prime Minister who said he's the Minister of Education. I said, no, it's on the telly. So we went to the telly, look at the screen, it's Menteri Pendidikan, Dr. Maszlee Malik.
Your children announced it to you. You got the news from your children.
And after a minute, no one dropped me a call. Hey, congratulations. I said, what? Didn't you see the telly? I said, yes, I've seen it. Okay, oh, congratulations. It's there, it's everywhere. Okay. But then I went to meet Tun, the Prime Minister, and asked him, "Sir, why me?" He said that, his first ministerial post was the Minister of Education, 1974, the year where I was born.
Yes.
So he said he was nobody in the party, but Tun Abdul Razak appointed him. He said that he has a lot of agenda in his mind. Among others, is change the attitude of Malays, and he wants to change the attitude of Malaysians as a whole. Since 1974, until he became the Prime Minister for the very first time, 1981, until he stepped down, he always talked about values. Bersih, cakap, amanah, still remember.
Yes.
Yeah. And he always have in his mind to change the attitude of Malaysians, to be hardworking like the Japanese. Hence, the look is policy.
Yeah, pandang ke timur, I remember that.
Pandang ke timur. And he always talk about, all these good values. We must have integrity, these and that and not. And finally he said that, not only that, English. He said, Malaysian should have a high proficiency in English. Because that's the only way they could get a better position in job, they could work abroad, they could invite investors, whatnot. So he said that, okay, these are your tasks. Okay, not bad, but why me? Because he says, in PPBM, I'm the only person, or at least who won the parliamentary seats, who directly came from academic background. Straight away. I resigned in March, end of March 2018. I joined the party, and then I resigned. In May, I participated in the election. I was only 2 months old in politics. So for him, okay, you are the Minister of Education, just like what he did in early 2000 when he appointed Tan Sri Musa Muhammad, who has no affiliation to any political party. He was not an UMNO member. He was not a party member. He was never in politics. Tun picked him up from USM. So that's the answer.
That's how.
Answer.
No, because
sorry to boring you guys.
No. This is interesting because, to be honest, when you became the Minister of Education, I was like, I can relate. Hey, it's a normal person, you know what I mean? A normal human being as a cabinet minister. Before this, where got normal people as a cabinet minister?
Am I still normal now?
Well. No, you're still kind of normal, lah. Right?
Great.
I felt that there's somebody like me who is there, and because there's somebody like me who is there, then probably my ideals is also there. I have kids,
and that's also a problem.
Oh no, that's a problem.
Because in Malaysia, everything being politicized. So being a normal person in the ocean of politics, I'm still new. Hence, whatever you have seen in the social media, not because I don't politicking. I don't do politicking. For me, when I was given this task, I know this is my responsibility. This is a trust that has been given to me. It's all about getting things done, change, reform, and preparing a better future for Malaysia and Malaysians.
Is this a problem, a challenge for you? The politics part.
Indeed.
Yeah?
Indeed. I was baptized by fire.
Yes, I think the baptism of fire is still going on.
I'm burned.
So how do you if this is such a challenge, you're facing it? Is it okay? How are you handling it?
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And it's a learning curve, though it's steep one, but worth it. It's worth it. I've spent more than 18 years in the academia, so I think that's enough. And God prepared for me a new journey, which worth taking it.
Right.
And to be honest with you, this movie, The Greatest Showman,
The Greatest Show, Hugh Jackman.
I'm not sure whether you like it or not, but I mean the movie was very significant to our family and to myself.
Okay.
Because this journey is worth it. When I'm trying, I did pray to God one day, God, if you know that, I know that I've been spending this 18 donkey years in academia, but I think I can contribute better for the nation. I can bring, I know that I worth more, but I don't know how. I leave myself to you. let you decide for me. God answered the prayer, and I have to pay the price of my prayer.
Oh no!
But it's worth it. It's worth it. At least something that I can give to the nation. It's just like I always say that one of the things that makes my life happy is to put a smile on people's face.
Do you like movies? Do you watch a lot of movies?
I would be a liar if I say no.
So you're not a movie buff.
No,
so you are.
I would be a liar
if you said
if
no.
I say no. Yeah.
Have you heard about this really awesome
Bohemian?
Well, no, I was gonna say this really great documentary film about Afghanistan by this Malaysian journalist, right?
Of course. That long-haired guy.
The long-haired guy.
Yeah, I feel annoyed. No, I'm just joking.
You've traveled a lot, right? I've read your books, some of your books, and your writings and all that. And you go to a lot of places. Why do you go to these places? I go to these places. I've been to Afghanistan, I've been to Syria, I've been to Lebanon, to see conflict, to see, I guess, how the religion is practiced. And to me, that's an experience that
That's very tense, man. You're very problematic. No, I'm just joking.
I mean, you go too, right?
Yeah,
These places.
I go to.
And how does this kind of give you a worldview? And does it help you?
Yes. You know one thing. I like to meet people. I like to try new things, and I like to learn languages. I think this amongst the thing that I think Tun nanti cakap orang kata angkat bakul naik sendiri but Tun appreciate me because I speak more than 3 languages.
Okay. So boleh cakap Melayu,
orang putih
boleh.
Apa tu Arabic. Okay, these three are my major languages lah. And I speak a little bit of Changhua ini Tian.
Oh wow, okay.
Bit of.
Alright, I didn't know what that meant. But it's
Better than his.
So, well, I try to speak Cantonese, but my wife doesn't allow me to speak Cantonese because I sound horrible. But to me, I don't think I sound horrible.
Oh yeah. Some say. Oh yeah. No, it sounds good. Yeah. At least for a non-Cantonese speaker, that sounds. As long as you can understand the Cantonese movie.
I can order food.
You can order food.
Yeah. My fun. She
disagrees.
My wife disagrees.
She disagrees. But anyway, and I used to speak and read German, but now I can only read. But speak very casual, very little. Just now I had my conversation with one of the German guests that we had in one of the conferences. I mean, early this morning. So. I told him that I speak a little bit Finnish, German, and I used to learn Persian. Persian I can understand, but
Persian macam Farsi lah.
Farsi,
like Cullah Fest.
Khuda Hafiz, Khaili Mamnoon, and all those kind of things. So 6.
Betul lah. Angkat bakul, apa masuk bakul angkat sendiri.
But believe me, I have friends from Europe who can speak more than 5 languages, and it's normal for them. So I envision, I really want Malaysians one day to speak more than 2 languages.
And that's the importance of the system of, I guess, this education, pendidikan lah.
Yes.
Right or not?
Yes.
I mean, to me, I have kids. I have 2 kids. They go to school. There are certain things that I want for them. For them. When I was younger, my parents diorang bawa banyak berjalan. So when I was a kid, diorang bawa pergi negara ni, negara tu, pergi bercuti, tengok budaya, look at different cultures and all that. And that I think lah, it gave me a certain world experience to feel that everything is not just here. And that's what I see in you also. That's what you're trying.
What you are and what makes what we are.
Yeah, exactly.
And the same what I always preach to my children. I mean, I always tell them that number 1, language connects hearts, and number 2, we're not alone in this planet, and number 3, we must respect others, and never be judgmental, and always try to listen to others, and
Are these things
And the world is beautiful.
are these things lacking in Malaysians, especially our younger generation? Budak pergi sekolah belajar apa sebenarnya?
Yes. You know, one thing, I don't know, but schools seem very stressful, all serious stuff, and it's not enjoyable at all. This is why I'm trying to bring and try to inculcate these three culture: love, happiness, and mutual respect.
Yeah.
Because I think our education is lack of love. We never preach about love, especially at higher education. Dekat universiti, saya ingat bila mengajar kat universiti dulu, bila masuk kelas, I always told my students that we never talk about love. So today we talk about love, and that was political science subject.
That sounds like me lecturing in my class too. See, I talk about my
Give me 5.
love life. Actually, tapi okay lah.
Okay.
No, but yeah, it's true. Yeah.
Love, happiness.
Yeah.
You know, we need to be happy.
Yeah.
Okay. And not sappy. Okay.
Yeah.
And mutual respect. And we need, and you know one thing about Malaysians, we have strength that we always neglect. We are multicultural, we are multi-faith, and you know, we are very diverse.
Yeah.
So, but unfortunately, we never appreciate this. You know, if for me, true Malaysians are those not only who can converse in the languages spoken by Malaysians, but also can appreciate others and can mutually respect others. Yeah.
My father used to tell me, zaman dulu dekat sekolah lah, when masa sekolah rendah and also secondary school.
Saint Joseph.
St. Joseph.
Okay.
Sekolah rendah St. Joseph, sekolah menengah Star, bukan Tembung Ahmad.
Oh,
Star Ipoh.
Star Ipoh.
Star Ipoh.
Orang pandai.
I was. And my father dulu masa kecil in sekolah, dia selalu cakap, look, school is only at most 20% of your education.
Yes.
80% life will teach you. So masa
Your dad taught you that?
Yeah.
I really want to meet him, man.
You have to. Bugis, right?
Yeah, I'm Bugis.
Yeah, my father's Bugis.
Yeah,
You all
my mom is Hakka.
My mother is Hakka.
Oh yeah, why so much similarities?
Kindred spirits. Kindred spirits.
Kindred spirits.
Shit.
You know, the fact that
Maybe I'll be Minister of Education soon too.
Who knows? Okay, you know, the fact that Bugis is the Hakka of Malays.
Yes.
And Hakka is the Bugis of
the Chinese.
And when you combine these two bloods in yourself,
Great human beings, right?
superhuman. Ubermensch.
Uberman. That's right, Uberman. Yeah. So he
No, itu orang kata ni apa? Poyo.
Lelaki poyo ini. No, but that's what my father has always taught me, and it's something that I hold true. Dulu, during exam time, when exam comes, my father said, okay, leave your studies, jangan baca buku, pergi bowling jom. So my night before the SPM, my father travelled to Ipoh.
You went to bowling.
Took me out bowling.
I really want to meet
movies
him.
and all that.
I really want to meet him. I never did that to my children, but I never giving them pressure about examination. Okay, so because for me, life is more wonderful. Life is so great rather than confining yourself in that examination, whatever you're doing. You know, and so yeah, I really have some kind of respect to your dad.
Yeah, he did. But lucky I was also quite a genius, so all my results were quite good. The Bugis and Hakka thing. But my mother kept a balance lah. My mother kept a balance lah. Because okay, you can go play bowling on the day of the exam, but before that study lah sikit.
Oh yeah.
You know. So it's a balance of everything. Yeah. And I think that's something that a lot of Malaysians need lah.
Betul, open learning space. That's what I always told the teachers and lecturers. Belajar bukan hanya dalam kelas, bukan hanya dalam bilik kuliah. The whole world is your classroom.
Yeah.
Kan? And the whole world is an open book for you to understand life. This is why I like Paulo Coelho's.
Paulo Coelho.
Paulo Coelho. You read Coelho's?
I have his whole collection, but I have yet to read any of his books.
No, please start with The Alchemist.
The Alchemist. Yeah. That's what everybody says. Yeah.
You know, when he went to Iran for the very first time to launch his translated version of Alchemist into Farsi, he was crying. He never thought then that Iranians read Alchemist.
Really? Yeah?
Yeah. Now it's been translated into Malay. I feel very happy. Yeah, I really encourage the viewers to read Paulo Coelho's Alchemist.
Oh, okay.
The Alchemist? Alchemist.
The Alchemist, yeah.
The Alchemist.
How do you think? Because I know one of the things that you're trying to do is to promote the civic education. And
Yeah, we really need that. We really need that.
Yeah, because we are lacking. I mean, our daughter goes to primary school now in Shah Alam, Sekolah Kebangsaan. I think there are a lot of things that we have issues with also that we hope can be improved in the school system.
Yeah.
And kalau diorang boleh belajar keluar out of the classroom, that would be great.
These are amongst the things that I would like to reform.
Yeah.
Sebab kita nak jadikan pelajar-pelajar kita ni bukan hanya sebagai product of a factory. Sometimes we thought that okay, they're just like product factory. No, actually the development of children. This is where I really want the maximum potential of every children could be unleashed through our educational system, which I suppose is not happening yet. So with all the changes and all the reforms that I'm trying to bring with all my officers in the ministry, with all the institutions, teachers, lecturers in the universities, that we could do that supaya setiap individu ini boleh kita congkilkan mereka punya maximum potential. And I believe everybody has their strength, everybody has their potential. Tapi bila kita kecilkan dengan jawab periksa saja, that will kill their potential. But to be honest with you, schools only plays a little role in your life.
Oh, like my father. You sound like my father.
I'm not that old.
No, 25-year-old father.
25-year-old father. No, life, what they've gone through at home, what you talk with them, what you instill in their mind at home. I think that what makes who they are. Itulah yang kita kesalkan kadang bila masyarakat hanya meletakkan tanggungjawab pada guru semata-mata, sekolah semata-mata. Akhirnya mereka tidak melihat bahawa mereka juga ada peranan, dan media. Lepas tu sering bila saya di wawancara oleh media, saya katakan kepada media, you have your responsibility to educate the society.
Right.
If you put peanuts, the society will become peanuts.
Yeah.
But if you put something that educating them, you'll be having a society who think. Itu yang kita perlukan lah.
How did you get to this? When you were growing up, how were your parents? Did they instill these kind of things in you? You grew up in Johor Bahru.
I grew up in Johor Bahru.
I'm Johor Bahru too. Full disclosure. See, we're Johorians. 01. Yes.
01 betul.
Yeah, 01.
Proud to be Johorian.
And you went to Temenggung Ahmad.
Yeah.
I went to St. Joseph. So I think people from Johor Bahru are quite like brilliant, talented.
Especially if they are Hakan Bugis.
Yeah, very good looking too, as you can
Oh,
see.
yes.
And
She couldn't deny that.
she can't deny it. She married me. So how was it growing up in JB?
If you still remember, Zan, those years, especially during the early 80s, the only channels that we watched was Singaporean channel.
Yes, SBC
5,
SBC 5.
8.
8, yeah.
Okay, SBC 5 kalau nak tengok siang cerita-cerita Melayu.
Yes.
Hari Minggu apa cerita budak-budak Mak
Aksi
Yoyo.
Mak Yoyo. Mak
Aksi
Yoyo. Oh my god, yes.
Tok Selampit.
Yeah.
And then evening time you watch documentaries.
Yeah.
Malam time lah. Okay, the evening time you watch all the latest Hollywood drama series and movies. So not Captain America, Captain what is his name? American superhero.
Yeah. The greatest American superhero. The greatest American superhero. Yes.
A-Team and those
The A-Team,
kind of,
MacGyver.
and SBC 8 when we watch all those Chinese drama series.
Yes.
Kalau malam kita tengok movies, kalau siang kita tengok drama series Wukong. Journey to the West.
Oh my god.
Those kind of things.
I know you're just 25, but I have to feel a bit old right now. But yes, Journey to the West. Yeah.
Okay. First Hari Raya we celebrate at home, and kemudian tengah hari tengok circus SBC 5.
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
Raya kedua, Raya ketiga we go to Singapore.
Oh my god. It's like
Just
yes.
just to grab the Star Wars figurine or the latest game board.
Yes, yes,
Okay,
yes.
that's typical JB.
Oh my god, pergi Orchard Road, pergi Siketang beli mainan.
Siketang. Yeah. I miss those years, man.
Yeah. So it was good growing up there?
It was splendid.
Yeah. How was it like also growing up in a multicultural family? Mother Chinese, mother Hakka, father Bugis.
Oh, okay, to be honest with you, my mom was adopted by Malay families. I grew up as Malay.
Okay,
I grew up as Malay.
Okay.
And culturally, I'm very Malay. But after the death of my grandparents, so my
Mother side or father side?
my mother's side.
Okay.
The Malay grandparents.
The Malay grandparents. Okay.
The Malay grandparents who
Ambil anak angkat lah.
who raised my mom, and they were also the one as took me from my parents. I grew up with them.
Oh, okay.
Sampailah dia meninggal. Then only I realized that my mom is Chinese.
Oh,
We
yeah.
started to
That's interesting.
to build the relation with the Chinese family. Jadi when we grew up, getting much matured, so we tried to make our relation stronger with the Chinese family.
The actual family
The
lah.
actual family.
So
we
masih in contact at that time?
Masih in contact.
Oh,
okay.
okay,
So
okay.
now we have a strong relation, definitely with our initial Malay family, which we presume as our real family.
Okay.
And also with the Chinese family, who was the biological family of my mom. But yes, to answer your question, it's wonderful. At least for my children, they know that we're not alone in this planet, and we're not the only superior race. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, they're proud to say, although they only have quarter DNA in themselves from Chinese, but they said, okay, kita berbilang bangsa.
Ya, betul.
Dia boleh appreciate lah.
Dia boleh accept kan?
Dia boleh accept.
Yeah. And how strong do you instill this in your children? Diorang selalu jumpa the other side of the family, the Chinese side of the family?
Not really. Normally during Chinese New Year, Hari Raya. Chinese New Year we visit their house, and Hari Raya they come to visit us. But once in a while they come to visit us. We go for dinner and whatnot. Yeah.
Because my wife and I, okay, kita orang half Chinese, memang, and we actually practice it. Chinese New Year memang kita celebrate. We have our reunion dinner and all that. Astaghfirullahaladzim, tak boleh ni orang Melayu. Hari Raya ni kita celebrate also. Kan? And Hari Raya, Alhamdulillah. Yeah, so it's great, and I like the fact that my children get to see that. Kan, budak-budak bila kecil, dia orang nampak benda macam ni. It's great lah.
You know one thing, Zan, I think what we really miss now amongst the Malays, to be honest, we are the most open-minded people in the world.
The Malays?
The Malays.
You're saying this, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
But unfortunately, for whatever reason, these recent years, we begin to lose that. You look in the past, in the 80s, how we grew up.
Yeah.
Can? We have Indian friends, Chinese friends. We have no problem. Yeah. But now, I don't know what really happened to Malaysians. But I think it's good lah, because sekarang ni dah berubah, Malaysia baharu. We're trying to bring back that muhibbah spirit. We used to live together despite the differences that we have, different faiths or not. But we try to mutually respect each other and try to understand each other. We are very sensitive as Muslim. Orang makan babi tak hormat kita. But sometimes we don't really have the same attitude when we deal with, for example, Hindus. They don't eat beef, so never eat beef in front of them, and never offer beef to them. They feel offended. We should know that. And also vegetarians. We have a lot of friends vegetarians. My cousins, some of them, they're vegetarians. Jadi memang saya sentiasa terapkan pada anak-anak, okay, you want people to respect you, you must also respect others. Kan? Jadi kita hormat orang, orang akan hormat kita. So it's good lah to know that I'm not alone in this planet.
It's good. Yeah, I feel not so alone also now. So before this, you're with me. I'm not alone. I got a life partner. So okay, now moving forward, what are your plans? Your personal plans in your career, in this ministry,
You know, in this ministry, I have two major goals. Number one is to make our schooling system as the best educational system ever, and to bring that change, and to make our sekolah kebangsaan as the first choice of Malaysians. It's school for everybody, but that must come with the quality of teaching, quality of the teachers, quality of the schools, and quality of things that have been taught to the children. Jadi, I want to bring happiness into schools. I want teachers to be happy. I want children to be happy. I want parents to be happy. And one learning process as the most happiest moment of children's life. And talking about learning, it must not confine within the four walls of classroom.
Yeah.
And when it comes to university, I would like to make public universities as the international acknowledged higher learning institution. Maksudnya nak internationally being recognized. And it's not impossible, I think. Now things are moving very fast, and this is what I did with the universities, public universities, pushing them for more of internationalization, more of rebranding, more of having the ecosystem to produce knowledge and to produce intellectuals. Make it an open intellectual space for everybody.
In university also, these students feel, I teach in private universities, and a lot of them feel like they got no say.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they feel like, hey, if I say anything, nobody's going to listen. You know, or if I say anything, also people will shut me down. You know, how do we encourage that to get them to speak, to say things?
This is where, since the very beginning, when I first became the Minister of Education, I think it was the month of June, we declared that all schools and universities must have, public universities and government schools, they must have speakers corner.
And they can say anything.
They can say anything.
Speakers corner.
Speakers corner. And some of the teachers, they're being so creative, very creative. They make sure that every day their students will be speaking, will be expressing their thoughts, will be expressing their mind. The same goes with the universities. Tapi sayangnya, kita tak mahu benda tu akhirnya jadi macam just another program, you know. The spirit of Speaker's Corner must be there. A lot of things need to be done, but anyway, it's a good start. It's a good start. And another thing, I would like our educational system and our educational institutions to be very inclusive. Sebab tu dalam kita punya policy sekarang ni, we try to impose the zero reject policy.
Zero reject.
Maksudnya kalau datang OKU, they must not be rejected. In fact, kalau the recent thing, even children with no document, stateless children, whatnot, they should be inside schools because schools are the safest place for the children. Sekarang ni bila kita tak terima diorang belajar, akhirnya kita lihat dia tak masuk sekolah semua, nanti jadi masalah sosial lah. So I will try to push our educational institutions to be as much inclusive as they can.
I think that's important. I mean, you selalu turun padang, jumpa students in these communities. Ada jumpa orang ni, students yang macam ni?
Ada.
Yang undocumented.
In fact,
after standard 6 tak dapat pergi.
In fact, in Sempang Renggam, because some of these paperless or documentless children, they are big enough, dia tak boleh masuk kat ni. We built our sekolah rakyat kata. And the amount is huge. Yeah. That's only in Sempang Renggam. What more in places like Sempurna, Sabah in general, Sarawak, or what more places like KL. We have a lot of Rohingyans, you know. Sometimes Malaysians yang for whatever reason, parents kadang-kadang mereka kahwin lari, kadang-kadang they have their own, everybody have their own reasons. I'm not there to judge them, but my concern is about their children's education. Because education is for everybody. And that is my concern. Ada orang kata, wah nanti buat gini orang tak ada masalah refugee keselamatan. That's not my business. As a Minister of Education, I must make sure every single children born in Malaysia receive a quality education. They deserve quality education.
It's hak kemanusiaan.
Hak kemanusiaan, hak setiap manusia. This is where, talking about kemanusiaan, the ministry approach nowadays is no longer the 3M. We grew up with 3M kan. Menulis, membaca, mengira. I think it's not enough. We need the 4th M, manusiawi. humanistic values. Yeah, and this is the aspiration of our Prime Minister. He really wants Malaysians to have all these good values in themselves. Dia selalu sebutkan dia tak mahu sekadar belajar pandai, berjaya, tetapi tak ada integrity, tak ada value, malas, kan? No. He really wants me to instill in our future generation hardworking, integrity, discipline, good values. This is where civic subject will come into the picture.
Mm-hmm. I think that's important. I think that's why we need normal humans in the system.
Okay.
I really think we need that, normal humans in the system.
Yeah.
Without the normal humans, these things like this are not going to come.
Hope so.
What do you have to add? Do you have anything else you want to say or sampaikan to the people?
Yeah, this talking about inclusivity, I'm giving a lot of emphasis on the children with special needs. Sometimes parents with children with special needs often feel that they've been neglected, their children being discriminated. This is not supposed to be the case. I mean, this ministry will make sure from now on nobody will be neglected, nobody will be left out from the system. This is where we try to impose the zero reject policy and try to enhance all the special need education in our school and try to make our schools and our universities are having a OKU friendly environment. And just a couple of hours ago, I launched the IIUM disability friendly policy.
All right.
Okay, IIUM being the very first university in Malaysia to have that policies, and again we try to we're trying to promote that to other public universities and also private universities as well.
Okay. Is there anything else? Look, we've got a whole slew of people around us. Everybody okay? Everybody.
Hello.
Everybody good? Everybody good? Anything to add? No, we're good. And then my boss here. Boss, okay?
You sound just like what's that guy's name? Jack Shima? That funny guy, the Taxi. You know the movie Taxi? Queen Latifah with that.
Jimmy Fallon.
Oh, you sound just like Jimmy Fallon, man. Wow, she disagrees again.
Jimmy Fallon, hey Jimmy. Well, so I did live in New York for a few years when I was growing up.
So you grew up in Johor Bahru?
No, well, I grew up in Johor Bahru.
You know some people call Johor Bahru New York.
Well, yes.
I thought you moved to Bangsa after that.
Well, Kampung, New York. So Jimmy and I went to PS 59 to get naughty.
You know what people call Bangsa? Beverly Hills.
Wow, yeah.
And JB is New York.
It was fun talking to you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
it was fun. It really was. Yeah. Holiday Plaza. Do you remember Holiday Plaza?
Yeah, the very first McDonald's
The very first
in JB
Yes.
was
Holiday
there.
Plaza.
Yeah.
Pizza Hut also.
Pizza Hut.
Dengan MPH. Pizza Hut was across
that's
MPH.
where normally people goes for dating.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, they got
Budak isi lah.
budak isi pergi sana. Oh, I see.
Budak St. Joseph pergi tempat lain.
Budak saya juga budak nakal. No.
I didn't say that. Sorry. Yeah.
I went to, where else did we go to in JB?
Komta dulu. kan?
Komta dah tak ada. They already demolished it. Yeah.
No.
Do you still go back to JB often?
Yes, of
You
course.
still have a lot of family there.
Friends, family, relatives. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. No, well, I rarely go back already lah. Sebab most of my family dah dekat KL.
This Saturday I'm going back to JB.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. You going back to Sembarangam also? You want to visit Sembarangam?
Yeah. Biasalah kena balik kawasan.
Yalah.
Okay, but yeah, JB is great. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. They're saying cut already.
Calling it a day?
They're calling it a day.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Zan.
Okay. Macam ni, kita orang muda, 25 year old. Right lah, okay.
You are 25 too?
Now I'm 25.
Now
I've been
25,
inspired to be
yeah.
25 already. Okay, cool. Thank you very much.
Okay,
Yay.
thanks. Bye.